Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at my top 5 favorite studio emulation plugins to get your overheads and your room mics sounding big and full if they weren't recorded in the most ideal situation. These 5 plugins could really help your drums and other instruments as well sound like they were recorded in a multi-million-dollar studio. So I'm going to show you my 5 favorites today. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So stick around. Okay, everybody, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the 5 plugins that I use all the time to help enhance my either drum overheads or my drum room or ambient mics. We're going to use these studio emulation plugins. There's quite a few of them on the market today, and I've done reviews on all of these. I'll try to link them in the description box below, but if you just search my channel, every one that I'm going to show you today, I've done a full-scale review on, so these are not going to be an in-depth look at every single one and how to use it. I'm just going to show you the 5 that I have. And then if you stick around here, I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite in a few minutes here. But let's take a look at this. So before we get started, I want you to take a listen to this drum sound here. We have a finished mix here that was done as part of the new Mixing in Fender Studio Pro 8. Say that 3 times fast. Mixing course. Link will be in the description box below if you want these set of multi-tracks so you can see how I mix the song from start to finish. And there's a 25% discount coupon code for you there as well. So here's a song here by the artist James D. Cooler. The name of this song is There's a Feeling. His links will be in the description box as well. Thank you, James, for allowing us to use this session on this YouTube video. So here's a quick little snippet of a finished mix, only using stock plugins with Fender Studio Pro 8. And then we're going to dive into these 5 studio emulation plugins. Here we go. A little bit of There's a Feeling. You can click the link in the description box and check out James.
Here comes Monday, wake up fast, another day when I'll be late. Friday night, don't hold me back, you know I won't sleep until Sunday. There's a feeling in my soul, I'm on my way, I'm coming home.
There's James D. Cooler. There's a Feeling. Again, check the link in the description box. There is the drum sound. Okay. Now we have just a typical drum set here. Kick in, kick out, snare top and bottom, a few tom mics, hi-hats, some overheads. And then the thing I want to show you today are the ambient mics or the room mics here. So I'm just going to solo up the original room mics that came to me in the multi-tracks. Here they are right here. On these 2 tracks here, I'll change the color here so you can see it'll stand out a little bit better. We'll change it to this nice purple. And that both is left and right, panned hard left and right, is going to a bus where we have these 5 plugins that I'm going to show you in a second. But here's the original ambient mics. Here they are. Nothing wrong with that. Recorded in a small studio. Really cool. Great quality recording. Routed them to a bus. Room emulation, not room emulation, studio emulation plugin number 1 that I really dig is the Hit Verb by the Hit Factory. Really cool. Again, there is a full review of this. I just picked a preset here that I like. I'm going to turn it on. It's bypass right now. You could hear what it does. It's self-explanatory. You want your drums to sound like they were recorded in a huge room, huge, great quality studio. Here is one of the presets this is from the Hit Factory London. Here we go. Why do I like this one? Simple. Not a lot of controls, not option overload. Simple, and it sounds good. Pick a preset, and there's not a million of them, but there's enough of them. and then you can just tweak it from there. We have a little mixer. You can do your wet dry. We can adjust the early reflections and the length of the tail of those things, and we can link them or unlink them together. We can change the shape of the tail. We can add a carpet if we want to, which is cool. Which is really great. And then you can take a look at this graphic over here where we have our source. We have 3 sets of microphones that we can choose from. Those are represented here in the 2 little orange pins. And we can change the source, which is you, the listener, in white here with the source, the distance. We could change, we can go X, Y, left to right if we want. We could change the height of it. All these little things, which is really cool to kind of give you a better sense of space. And we could do the same thing with the actual microphones. We can spread them out. Really cool. I love it because it's simple and it's quick and it's easy to dial in, and it could be really, really wet and obvious, or it could be a little bit more subtle. So how does that sound in the context of the rest of the drums? Gee, I don't know. Let's figure that out here. Oh, I got to solo up our drum bus. Here we go. Can be really subtle, just gives you enough. You can blend it in, sounds really great. That is the Hit Verb by the Hit Factory plugins, okay? Nice plugin, check it out. Again, go see the full review. Next one that I really like and I've had for quite a long time, and this is still an oldie but a goodie. This is by IK Multimedia. This is called Fame. Now, this one has a few more controls, has a few more options. Again, they all kind of do the same thing. This is the legendary Fame Studios, and I kind of just dialed it in quickly. And here's kind of what we have with that sound. Set a little bit more obvious. This one, we have a bunch of different not a bunch, we have a chamber studio booth for like vocals or tight acoustic guitars. Again, you can use this on more than just drums, but I'm showing it to you here on drums today. Studio Live A, Studio Live B, and the studio booth. So again, limited amount of environments, which is kind of cool. We also have the source position, so you can change the way the source is placed in the room. I kept it on drums. Now the graphic doesn't change because of that, but you can use your mouse and circle around and check out the room, which is pretty cool. Then we have, things like broad and focus. We have some high and low cut filters. We have some wet and dry knobs. And again, there are some presets in here as well. Really great, right? Again, in the context of the mix, it just adds that little bit of flavor. You can be as aggressive or as subtle as you like. So what I like about this one, again, gives you a little bit more control, maybe a little bit more than the last one we have, but again, not too much. And it just sounds good. It's a different type of sound. I like having these different rooms, these purpose-built rooms from these legendary studios that you can now have in your recordings. The thing about all these plugins, though, is you want to be kind of subtle. You don't want to overdo it. So again, in the context of the mix of the drums here, let me just close this, and we will, again, we got to solo up that drum bus for me here. I probably should have routed this a little different, but let's just check this out. So again, we will listen to this in the context of this drum mix. Sounds great. Different type of sound than the last one that we looked at. But again, depending on the mix, depending on the style of music, this could be a really good choice. And again, like I said, you can use this for vocals. You can use this for acoustic guitar, pianos, all kinds of stuff. But I like to use these on drums a lot. So that is the Fame by IK Multimedia. Hello friend, I hope you're enjoying the video. Hey, I got a 90-minute mixing course that is perfect for beginners, and I want to give it to you right now absolutely free. Go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. The link is in the description box below and download it today. No fancy plugins, no expensive gear. I'll show you how to get fantastic sounding mixes using only the stock plugins that come with your DAW. Mac or PC, any DAW works. Don't wait, this will seriously jumpstart your mixing and get your skills to the next level. I'll see you inside the course. Now back to the video. My next one that I have is another IK Multimedia favorite called Sunset Sound. This is a great one too. Completely different sounding. Let's check it out. Here we go. So again, we have 3 studios in this one. Again, we have some ISO booth, we have a spring plate, we have a chamber as well. Again, we have a wet dry. Again, what I like about it is that it's simple. It doesn't give you the same kind of control that some of the other ones we're going to look at does, but it gets you a quick sound that sounds good really, really quick. Really, really quick. So this is in the context of the mix here. We'll bypass it. Again, just quickly dialing it in. You can spend time with this and get it to sound perfect, but this is just another great one that I've been using for a while. This has been out for quite some time. Okay, so that is the Sunset Sound by IK Multimedia. Okay, last 2, which are 2 of my favorites. I got to tell you, the first one we're going to take a look at and listen to is the Universal Audio Ocean Way Studios. We'll just turn it on and you can hear what it sounds like. Here we go. Now, this one is the best one so far that we've heard as far as the sound quality. Now, the thing about this particular plugin and the next one we're going to look at is you have a lot more environments here. Again, this is for drums, but you can, they've modeled the different rooms for acoustic guitars, for vocals, all the different rooms in Ocean Way Studios, but you have so much more control. You have 2 different modes here. You have a re-mic mode and a reverb mode. Again, you could check out the demo on the channel where I go through it in more detail. The re-mic mode gives us 3 sets of mics, close room 1 and room 2, that we could choose from to change the sound of the original recording through these different emulated microphones, which makes a big difference. So the tonal variety is much more in a plugin like this. On top of that, we have an effects section here. So not only do we have a mixer section where we can mix the different rooms and the close mics, and we can also change the distance by just grabbing them here in the GUI, and moving them around here. You see that? See how we can do that? Really cool. That's kind of cool. But we also then have an effects section with a 3-band EQ, a compressor dynamic section, and a chamber section. And inside of each one of these things like dynamics, we got 6 different kind of compressors or compression settings that we can really shape the sound is what I'm trying to get to. So now the downside to something like this is you have a lot of options and you can go crazy. You could be tinkering with stuff for hours and you can get yourself a little lost, right? You got to get used to a plugin like this. However, what's great about Universal Audio, and one of the things I really like about it, is they have an enormous amount of really great usable presets that you can use and get you really, really great starting point, and then you can slightly tweak it from there. But I really like this a lot. Just the dynamic section alone. Right now it's on an 1176 and we could take that in and out here. We have a chambers mode if we want to give it a little bit more space, which I did. 3 different types of chambers. We have the decay that we can adjust. We have the width that we can adjust, everything. This thing makes a world of difference. I really like this thing a lot. Highly recommend this plugin. It's you can buy it separately and own the plugin, or you can get on the Spark subscription service and it's all a part of that as well. Again, if you're going to get into a plugin like this, start with the presets, tweak it from there, experiment with the different modes, tons of control, fantastic plugin. Fantastic, love it. Okay, now the last one I'm going to show you, and probably my favorite, is Universal Audio Sound City Studios. Now again, just like Ocean Way, same kind of GUI where we have the different spaces along the top. We have the different microphones. I'm using it in reverb mode again, or excuse me, this time I'm using it in reverb mode, not re-mic mode. Again, the modes are a little different. You can read out all about it, but you have an equalizer, dynamic section, a chamber section again, as well as the mixer here as well. And it just sounds great. Just sounds great. This one I think is my favorite amongst all of them, but it's a toss-up between this one and the Ocean Way. I kind of bounce back and forth, but these UA ones are great. So let's take a quick listen to this. Again, I will take it out, I'll bring it in here so you can hear it. And that's in reverb mode where you can use the wet dry knob here. And the look of this plugin is just sick. They really did such a good job here. Here's the live room, bigger room. The other one was a little tighter with the gobos around it. So again, I've exaggerated the use of this in all of these examples, but these plugins are fantastic for taking sounds that weren't recorded in the most ideal environments and making them sound like they were. These are really great. All these plugins are great, but I tend to like the Sound City Studios as my favorite. I'd like to know what you think below. Let me know in the comments if you used any one of these plugins and what do you use it for and how do you like it. And again, you can use it on more than just drums. If you'd like me to do a video showing you how I use it on guitars, acoustic and electric, how we use it even on vocals or string sections, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to do that video for you. So those are the 5 studio emulation plugins that are my favorite and my ultimate favorite of these 2 by Universal Audio. Check them out. I really think you'll dig them. Most of these companies allow you to do demos. I'll link everything in the description box below, and then also go check out the full review on all of these plugins. I have separate videos for everyone inside my archive. And until the next video where we take a look at some more cool plugins, I've been Dave with HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com. Thank you so much for watching me, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next video.